Hi Stampers, it's Tina Shaw from TinaLovesToStamp.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Fairborn, Ohio. Today I have a cute fun fold for you that I wanted to show you how I did it. These are both using the Awash and Beauty Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up! And I just thought it was adorable. So I'll show you how to cut these. Here's the inside and the outside. And so I've used several different pieces of the Designer Series paper pack. So I'm making this card in my card club on Monday. I have classes on Monday here. And I'm going to give the class their choice of which Designer Series paper they would like. So what I did was I took a 12 by 12 piece of, this is Mossy Meadow cardstock. And so what I did was I cut 1 inch off of the end, and then I turned it and cut it the other way at 5.5. And so it's 5.5 by 11. Otherwise, you can get 2 of these out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. If you use the 8.5 by 11, you're only going to get 1 per sheet. So then, when you've got your 5.5 by 11, you're going to score it at 3 3/8, and then you're going to score it at 7 5/8. Okay, so then your card folds in like that. Next, you're going to take this piece that you've just cut and scored, and you're going to take a pencil and a ruler, and I had my ruler right here a second ago. I always hide things from myself whenever I get on online. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to mark down from the corner. You're going to mark down 1 inch with a little tick mark. And then from the bottom, oops, what's that doing here? I froze or something. There it is. I had something on my screen. I don't know what it was. Okay, then down here on the bottom, you're going to go up 1 inch and mark right there. So you're going to do that on both sides of your cardstock. So here I'm going to mark it at 1. And then down here, I'm going to mark it at 1. And then you're going to bring your trimmer back out. And then from your little tick mark that you just made, right here, you're going to put your tick mark right in the cutting channel, and then you're going to bring up the score line and put that right in the track as well. So then you're going to put that down and you're going to cut. And then you're going to do the same thing on here. So you're going to line up your little tick mark. I don't know if you can see the tick mark or not. And then here's the score line right at that little channel again. And then cut. So then when that folds in, you see how cute that makes it. So then we're going to do that on the other side. Same way. So you're going to line up your little tick mark and then the score right there. And then cut. And then we got one more over here. Line that tick mark and the fold and cut. Okay, so here is our card base. So you can see then when they put in the inside piece, it folds like that. cute, cute, cute. I saw Jackie Ballheist do this the other day, and I thought it was adorable, and so I decided I wanted to make it for my class because my class just loves fun folds. Okay, the next I took Awash and Beauty Designer Series paper, and I cut these at 3 1/8 by 5 1/8, and so I have several different patterns because I was going to do them all in this, but then I ran out. So then I did some in that, and then I did some in this print, but they're all so pretty. So you can decide, you can use any Designer Series paper that you want to use. And so just to show you how I cut those, I'm going to show you. All right, again, you're going to get your little ruler back out, and this time you're going to mark it at 7/8 of an inch. Now, if you have a design that goes like one way only, you'll want to make sure that you have it going the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two on top of each other, like so. And then I'm going to come down, instead of an inch, I'm going to come down 7/8 of an inch. This is where I changed it up a little bit from Jackie's because it all depends on how accurate you are when you're making your cuts. So you try to get it as tight as you can. Okay, so here's my other one. All right, so I decided I could do two papers at one time. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that one where it's hard to see, right there. And then this time you're just going to go to the corner of your paper since you don't have a fold. And then you're going to cut those both off at one time. And then you're going to turn it and do it the other way, which is there and there. That scooted just a smidge, I think. No, it didn't. And then just cut that. And then take those, get rid of all your scraps. Okay. Now, the easy part. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to take and put our pretty papers on the card base. So all I did was take some of my Tombow glue, just go around the edges and just a teeny bit in the middle, and just put this on. That fits pretty good. And then do the other side the same way. Take the lid off. Like that. And then put this down here. Try to get your layer even all the way around. So there we've got our card base done. I think that goes better. Okay, the next, what I did was I just took a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I stamped some flowers. And just depending on the color of your paper, you'll want to match. So what I did was I took Mary Merlot and stamped, oops, got a here, piece of paper. Okay, so I stamped a Mary Merlot, and then I stamped a polished pink, because these are the colors that are listed on that Designer Series paper pack. So there's that. And then I'm going to leave that out, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then I liked the Granny Apple Green to do my leaves. And so I stamped this twice. And then I went over to my cutting machine, my Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss machine. And I cut these out with the matching dies. And so I've already done that ahead of time. So there are those. And so then what I did was I took a 1 3/4 inch punch and punched out, I've got ink on it, and punched out a circle. And then I used the 1-inch strip that was left over when I cut these. You'll get 2 strips of 1 inch by 12, and you'll get 2 cards at 5.5 by 11. So works out really well for that. So then what I did was I laid that down on there. This is going to make the belly band. And so then I just turned over. And then you're going to do a little trimming here in a minute. So you don't want this so tight that it's not going to be able to slide on and off. But you don't want it so loose that it's going to fall off either. So find your happy medium there. And trim off the extra here. And so now I'm going to, I think I'm going to use some of this right here. Let's see. And then try to line this up straight. Here we go. Okay. And then I'm going to glue on my circle or adhesive. And so what I did was I just applied that right in the center, and then I'm going to put that right in the center of the belly band. So see how that slides pretty nicely. Okay, so now I'm going to take my flowers that I stamped and cut out, and I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to pop these up right on that little circle. See, I used the back for practice. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. Make sure that that doesn't go over past the little circle. And then I'm going to put this one over here. And you're going to want to try to cover up as much of the circle as you can. And then I'm going to take my 2 leaves and I'm going to just pop up one end of the leaf. And I'm going to tuck it in behind here. And then do the same on the other side. Just use one. And then you'll see how close you came. I have a little gap there, but that's okay. So then there's that. Oops, and look what I did. I stuck that, like I said not to, on the circle. Now, if you have to have that over, see how my dimensional is over, all I have to do is take my embossing buddy and just stamp on that, pat on it, and then what that does is that makes that piece not sticky. I learned that the other day somewhere. Somebody else did it. It works great. See that? Awesome. Okay, so now I took just some pretty little basic pearls, and I used a lot of them. I used the littlest ones, the smallest, and I used about 5 on the smaller flower, because I just thought they just made it look really dainty and pretty. Okay, so there's 5, and then on the bigger flower up here, I think I used about 10. And you know, we always get more of this size in the pack than we do the bigger ones. So I always have these left over from every pack, and so it's really nice to be able to use them. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do one more just to make 10. How about right there? See how that just makes it so adorable. And then I even added a couple on my belly band here. I can almost lost this one. Get over. I'm gonna start. There he is. He fell right into place. And then I'm going to put one there. Cute. Okay, so there is my card base. And now I'm going to set that over there, and I'm going to take my inside piece. The inside piece is the regular piece that I do for all my insides of my cards, which is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And now I'm going to take and stamp. I'm going to stamp in Mossy Meadow. I'm going to stamp just because I thought it was really cute, and so that way you can use it for any kind of card you want to have. Wipe that off so I don't smear on my paper. I usually, if I have a piece that does that on the stamp, I usually trim it off. There we go. And then I'm going to take my pink, and actually I think I want to take a piece of scrap paper and stamp it off and see what it'll look like. I think I like it stamped off. So I'm going to stamp it off, and then stamp it on there. I like that better. It's a little more muted. And then I made a mask, which was one of the little flowers, and I took it and cut it out. I don't think that's it. There it is. And then I have a piece of removable Tombow on the back. Stampin' Up! Does not sell that, but you can find it at a lot of places. And so I want to just move that up just a little bit, because when it stamps, it doesn't stamp all the way up next to the other stamped image. So now I'm just going to put this down here like that. See how it doesn't go all the way, but close enough. So there is that. And then I also wanted to add just a few little dots. Like that. Cute. Okay. So now this is ready to go inside of my card. So you tell me which one you like the best. If you make this, please send me a picture. Okay, so there's the inside. The card is folded, and then the belly band. Okay, super cute, super easy. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to do that, and follow me on my blog, and that's at Tina Shaw. No, that's at TinaLovesToStamp.com. It used to be Tina Shaw. Tina Shaw, I forget it. Anyway, TinaLovesToStamp.com. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you're going to try this. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.